Hey guys, this is a quick little video I'm gonna be doing. We did end up figuring out what type of snake it was. It's a snake it's called a sharp tail snake. You can look it up if you want. But it's not dangerous to humans. But we did figure out it's very rare. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm setting up something for what I'm gonna be showing you in this video. You should know by the title. But I'm not sure what I'll do for the title yet. But I'll just tell you now, I'm doing my FNAF Funko action figure series, because I have collected, like, I collected Series 1 and Series 2. I feel like they should have did some toys, animatronics, but they really just skipped a whole bunch. Some of these aren't in the best condition because they've been in this box where I just put them, because I was just collecting them. And yeah, my brothers got a hold of my first Series 1 set, a couple characters, end up breaking them. I will do stuff I like about the characters and my complaints on the characters while I'm at it. I do not have I did have a Foxy. I did, but he ended up getting, my brothers broke him. So, and I couldn't buy another one, so, yeah. Right now, so Foxy will be skipped. I might get the sister location. Nah. And Chica's arms are so flimsy. I'm just doing some FNAF 1 and 2 characters. Springtrap. My favorite character one of my favorites in the whole FNAF franchise and ending. Oh God. His arms keep popping off. So he's a very fragile character. I'm setting him up. The Phantoms, I understand that they skipped those. But what I don't understand is, oh shoot. What I don't understand what Funko did was they put Springtrap in the FNAF 1 series as the buildable figure. Like, every buildable figure I've gotten, they just end up really flimsy. I do watch this channel where they do reviews on stuff, so yeah, if you guys like this enough, I might end up making this what my channel is. Okay, Series 1, I will be including Series 2 Mangle from the Nightmare, but I like how you can sort of pose them, so I'll show you. We got Mangle or Funtime Fox. It's Mangle, I guess, before you can say she got mangled or whatever you want to call it. I remember in FNAF World, her pose was sort of, I'm planning on putting them in poses, so, yeah. The only reason I got these because I used to be a big fan of FNAF when it was still really popular. But then it sort of died down, and I know these figures died down, but now that I have my YouTube channel, I decided why not do a review on them while I'm here. I don't like how Golden Freddy cannot sit. That's the figure I'm reviewing next. He's my favorite character out of the whole franchise. Well, I guess you could. Yeah, he is. No, second, because Nightmare Fredbear is my favorite. I would put him in a sitting position, but Freddy, we all know his usual pose. I didn't put the microphone on him because really it's just because when you put it on them, it just looks very weird. Because I'm gonna put him in a pose that people saw in the FNAF 1 trailer. And I'm putting Bonnie in his pose right now, or sort of a pose, some type. I don't like how Bonnie's hand is so flimsy. Chica, I have a cupcake. I will do that separately because her hands are really flimsy. But so I will try to put her in her position. I hate how they made both of her hands just flat. And I wish they say fully posable, but in these figures, you can't really move the waist, but I'm fine with that. In Series 2, I'll get to that a little bit later, but I'm putting Chica in her pose, and I wish Springtrap, these Series 1, I have big complaints for that series, because really, it's just, they're flimsy. Except Series 2, they fixed that where you can actually pose them really well, and for some of the characters, it's just really hard to move their joints, and if you try too hard, it breaks. That's what happened with this guy. Oh my god. This is too big for his arm. I'm not sure if it's for everyone or just mine. I think it might just be mine. But Funko, if you're probably not watching, but if anyone knows Funko or can comment on Funko, I would prefer them to just redo Series 1 because they're really flimsy. But here's him in a random pose. Mangle, or whatever you want to call it. Golden Freddy, I would have him sitting. Freddy. Bonnie, at the beginning of the game. In the camera, he looks. And Chica, I would put a cupcake in, but... And cupcake. My hand looks really big on camera. While I'm setting up for Series 2, I just want to say that these two Freddles, only one comes with the set, but my brother Logan, or whatever, God, sorry, that isn't his name, but I'm not saying it, but basically he got one because he was jealous, and basically he just didn't care about the Freddle, so I decided to keep his to put with my Nightmare Freddy. I'm trying to put these away. Oh my god. Ugh. Sorry, Springtrap. He's so flimsy. I will be keeping the Mangle up there with the Series 2 because I just don't know why, but I will. Well, I don't have as many complaints with this series, because they have one. I know it probably doesn't. I haven't read the box for a while, but it probably doesn't set. Well, these ones are practically fully posable. So I'll show you that when we get to all these. And in the Nightmare series, Nightmare would have to be my favorite character in the FNAF 4. But I also really like Bonnie and Nightmare Fredbear. Those are my favorites out of FNAF 4 characters. My favorite character is Fredbear. Well, Nightmare Fredbear. Yeah, Nightmare Fredbear. I don't know what pose to put these guys in, because really, I have a good thing for Foxy. His arms, Nightmare. I actually have Nightmare Foxy. I did have. Yeah, I already explained this earlier. For series 1, I did actually have regular Foxy, but then he got torn up. I already said it, but still. What I like about this one is you can basically, well, his legs look a little, I like how the metallic looks, but I don't understand, because if I could, I would put up pictures of FNAF 4. Their joints are just black. They're like gray in the series, so don't know why they're black in this, but they have really good, I like the design. They got, it's, I would say spot, oh my god, sort of spot on. I know Animatronic, I think that's her name. I can't really pronounce it right, but I remember she had, basically, she showed off characters with the light up feature, and it was just series like the FNAF 1 figures. So I actually have, or my brothers have FNAF 4, those characters, and they make a lot more. They're really, they look exactly the same as Funkos, except they're a little bit cheaper, and arms are really flimsy. You can't keep them up, and they break real easy, but the light, it works. So I hated how Funko, well, I liked how Funko did this, but I hated how they just include, well, there's a couple complaints I have with this series. I hated, well, if I had sister location, I would show you guys those too, but I hated how they used this, a character that wasn't in the game. They used him for the, they used him for the Build-A-Figure, and they didn't use Nightmare Fredbear or Nightmare. That would have been a better choice. And what's the point of this character in 4? She would have been in series 2, I guess. So they should have done with it where the characters they should have done was Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Bonnie, Nightmare Freddy, with three Freddles, Chica with her Nightmare Cupcake, and Nightmare Fredbear as one of the characters, replacing like Mingle, and Nightmare as a Build-A-Fig. That's what most people really hated about this. Then they made Jacko Bonnie and no, they just made Jacko Chica, I think, for the Halloween thing. I think they just made Jacko Chica. I'm not sure because I haven't looked back at it. But here's all the characters I can, oh my god, focus. All the characters that are in the series besides the Build-A-Fig. The character I hate the most in this entire series. I hate Nightmare Puppet, the Nightmare Marionette. It's just, if I could get all my complaints, God, it's just horrible. That figure, it's just, yeah, it's not even canon. Well, they put him in the Ultimate Custom Night. They have a lot more characters to put in. Next series of action figures, they better get Nightmare or Nightmare Fredbear. Honestly, I would say Nightmare Fredbear is my favorite character. I've said that 1,000 times, but I moved out of FNAF, sort of, yeah. And oh god. I guess if I could play the Ultimate Custom Night, I would. Because it's game challenge. I'm really into Fortnite right now, but I'm still curious about the whole series. I watch Matt Pat a lot, and he can't figure out the whole FNAF series because it's just too confusing. Honestly. Ultimate Custom Night. That looks like a really hard challenge because I like challenges in video games. If you're wondering why I'm wearing headphones, it's just so I don't hear out the noises that was there to distract me. So look at them. Well, one thing. Here, get a close up on. Focus. Focus. You can see. Yeah, she's holding them. They basically used Foxy, added a tail, recolored, and basically made the joints stronger. Cause did Mangle ever have a hook? I'm not sure. And this one's actually sort of pointy. But yeah. I don't know why. And if you look at the eyebrows, they're so ugly. Okay, I'll end the video here. Bye guys.